The government of Pakistan has decided to dispatch humanitarian assistance comprising food and medicines for the people of Afghanistan. 3 C-130s were being dispatched to Afghanistan. After the first immediate tranche through air, further supplies would continue through land routes, Foreign Office spokesperson on Wednesday said in a press release. The government of Pakistan would continue to do its best to help Afghan brethren during the prevalent challenging environment, it further added. The spokesperson said that Pakistan also urged the international community to play its role in helping the people of Afghanistan to avert possible humanitarian crisis. Earlier, Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi on Wednesday said the neighboring countries of Afghanistan had a direct stake in the stability and emphasized a collective voice, reinforcing a message of a peaceful purpose of Afghanistan, at peace with itself and with its neighbors. To advance our common vision of a peaceful, stable, prosperous and interconnected region, Afghanistan must be enabled to get through this testing time and realize its full potential, the Foreign Minister said in his virtual address at the ministerial meeting of neighbors of Afghanistan. The conference hosted by Pakistan was joined by the foreign ministers of China, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, Tajikistan and Iran. Information Minister Fawad Chaudhry slammed the Indian media for airing false reports claiming that Pakistan helped the Taliban in the attack on Panjshir, reported Radio Pakistan on Wednesday. Talking to BBC News, Fawad said that Indian media used a video game to show that Pakistan was part of the attack on Panjshir, adding that the neighboring country's media was reporting a pack of lies. When asked about the visit of DG ISI Lieutenant General Faiz Hamid to Kabul, the minister said in the absence of any form of government in Kabul, the intelligence network creates an informal framework to discuss impending issues. Pakistan has some deep issues with Afghanistan, including the expansion of Islamic State as well as the issues of TTP and refugees, said Fawad. He also shared that Pakistan's engagement with the Taliban helped create the environment for US-Taliban negotiations and also helped in the evacuation of thousands of people from Kabul. The National Command Authority asserted that Pakistan would take all measures to ensure strategic stability in the region without entering into an arms race. Prime Minister Imran Khan chaired the 25th meeting of the NCA held here at the headquarters of Strategic Plans Division. All members of the NCA, including Federal Minister of Foreign Affairs, Defence, Finance and Interior, Chairman Joint Chiefs of Staff Committee, Chief of Army, Navy and Air Force and Director General Inter-Services Intelligence attended the meeting. According to a press release issued here by the PM Media Wing, NCA expressed full confidence in the command and control systems as well as security measures in place to ensure the comprehensive security of the strategic assets of Pakistan. The NCA reaffirmed that Pakistan as a responsible nuclear state will continue to contribute meaningfully towards the global efforts to improve nuclear security and nuclear non-proliferation measures. A detailed briefing was given to NCA on evolving conflict dynamics in the region. The NCA appreciated high standards of training and operational readiness of the strategic forces and appreciated the scientists and engineers whose dedicated contributions have enabled Pakistan to successfully pursue the desired objectives. The majority of Pakistanis have termed the 3 years performance of Prime Minister Imran Khan's government as good. Despite completing 3 years in power, Imran Khan has retained popularity, said the survey conducted by Gallup Pakistan in the last week of August 2021. The survey was conducted with over 1200 respondents across urban and rural areas, covering over 100 districts in the country. As per the survey, about 74% of people in Balochistan province rated Prime Minister Imran Khan's government as positive, while 62% of people in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa termed PTI government performance as good. About 47% of Pakistanis believe that the provincial government of PTI had performed well in over past 3 years. To another question, the 37% public said Imran Khan's rule was better than Nawaz Sharif. About 45% of Pakistani termed the economic policies of the PTI government as good. About 69% of Pakistani rated performance on COVID-19 control as good, while 38% gave a favorable rating on helping the poor. As per the survey, about 58% were happy with the performance of foreign affairs, while around 40% of Pakistanis were pleased with corruption control performance. According to a survey, majority of Pakistanis believe that Imran Khan's government will be able to complete its 5 years term. Pakistan Railways have now banned the people who are not completely vaccinated to travel within the country through trains from September 15 and onwards. The maintenance of the coronavirus standard operating procedures has been upgraded at railway stations, whereas the employees of the Pakistan Railway have been focused to get first jab by September 15 and the second one by October 15. The Federal Minister for Planning Asad Omar, along with Special Assistant to the Prime Minister on Health Faisal Sultan, had defined restrictions for unvaccinated people. The minister also stated that unvaccinated people will not be allowed to use public transport from October 15. The NCOC has established a mobile application in association with National Database of Registration Authority to deliver vaccine certificates to people, stated Sultan. Pakistanis vaccinated abroad too will be able to generate vaccination certificates from the Nadra website starting August 26. Furthermore, banners were positioned all over Lahore saying the unvaccinated persons will not be delivered fuel from September 1. One banner read, "No vaccination, no service. From September 1, only customers with coronavirus vaccine certificates will be able to buy petrol." The delegation comprised of Mr. Liaquat H. Merchant, Senior Vice Chairman Mr. Ikram Sehgal, Vice Chairman Commodore Sadeed Malik, Secretary General Mrs. Amina Sayyid, Member and Sayyid Khadim Ali Shah. Qaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah's framed photos along with quotations from the historical important statements of the Qaid were presented to the Chief Minister by Mr. Liaquat H. Merchant, whereas a plaque containing the same pictures with the inscription Sayyid Murad Ali Shah from a Jinnah scholar to Chief Minister of Sindh in Jinnah's Pakistan was also presented to the Chief Minister. The Chief Minister of Sindh, who is the Chairman of the Board of Management Qaid-e-Azam House Museum, Institute of National Building, expressed his full and continued support to the Board of Management. CM also expressed his support of the proposed activities as a public-private enterprise to promote and propagate the principles, ideals, and visions of Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah as a nation-building exercise. The strengthening of democratic values and development of leadership in the role model of Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah with emphasis on public honor and private integrity. Qatar's Foreign Minister Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdul Rahman Al Thani will arrive in Islamabad today to hold talks with his Pakistani counterpart Shah Mahmood Qureshi and other officials, announced on Foreign Office on Thursday. Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi will hold talks with Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdul Rahman Al Thani, focusing on developments in Afghanistan and Pakistan-Qatar relations, said the Foreign Office in a statement. The Foreign Office said that Islamabad and Doha enjoy close, cordial ties that are rooted deep in shared faith and values. It also said that both the countries have closely collaborated on regional and global issues of common interest. Qatar is home to more than 200,000 hard-working Pakistani expatriates contributing to national development and economic progress of both countries, said the Foreign Office. It added that the Qatari officials' visit will add momentum to bilateral ties and strengthen coordination on key regional and international issues. Qatari official is the latest foreign minister that will be arriving in Pakistan in wake of the Taliban takeover in Afghanistan. Both Pakistan and Qatar have played a crucial role in facilitating the talks between the Taliban and the United States, which has made them the key players in the region. Sindh government's taxes will be collected through the K-Electric electricity bills after the provincial authorities were unable to clear dues of the power utility, removing a major problem in its deal with Shanghai Electric. The development was permitted during a meeting today between K-Electric councils and Chief Minister Sindh Syed Murad Ali Shah. The power company will collect taxes through its bills sent to consumers, making it possible for the company to recover 2 billion rupees monthly dues from the provincial government, removing a major difficulty in K-Electric's deal with Shanghai Electric, claimed the sources. The Sindh administration has decided that the electricity bills would comprise fire and conservancy taxes collected by the Karachi Municipal Corporation. The Sindh government was in debt of 50 billion rupees to the power utility, and repossessions from the numerous sectors are the main hindrance in confirming a deal with Shanghai Electric, stated the sources in a lone power supply company in Karachi. Even the SSGC has to pay 100 billion rupees to the power company, they said. The German flagship airline Lufthansa is considering starting operations in Pakistan, a diplomat said on Wednesday. During a meeting with Board of Investment Secretary Farina Mazhar, German ambassador to Pakistan Bernhard Steven Schlachek said that the delegation of German businessmen is set to visit Pakistan in the following week to explore investment opportunities. Lufthansa is also a part of delegation and is keen on starting operations in Pakistan, he said, adding that the business delegation would be visiting Karachi and Islamabad and would be interacting with investors from the private sector and high-level government representatives. Farina Mazhar appraised the ambassador on the 10-year tax exemption introduction in the special economic zones and the landmark one-window operation that is set to be launched by the end of November this year. I am confident with the way things are going and I am positive that the numbers will increase, the secretary said while talking with the foreign direct investment in Pakistan. PMLN President Shehbaz Sharif has expressed grave concern and alarm over Pakistan's expulsion from the list of emerging markets on the Morgan Stanley Capital International Indexes. In a statement, Shehbaz said this exclusion from the MSCI's list was deeply disturbing and worrying. He said that this is the indicative of the rapidly deteriorating economic condition, difficulties and miseries of the people of Pakistan. Pakistan's relegation to the frontier markets was an announcement of the economic crisis prevailing in the country. During Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif's tenure, Pakistan was included in the world's 20 emerging economics. But in just 3 years, PTI has snatched away Pakistan's ranking as an investment-friendly country and its economic development, Shehbaz said. The opposition leader in the National Assembly claimed that the downgrade proves that the volume of the national economy had shrunk and its investment was drying out during Imran Khan's tenure. This step by MSCI had endorsed the fears voiced by PMLN. It also proves that the international financial institutions had rejected the economic statistics given by the PTI government, claimed Shehbaz. The government is establishing a software technology zone in Lahore for growing exports and generating employment opportunities, a government official said. Speaking at the inauguration of a newly renowned Amin Hall at the Lahore Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Punjab Finance Minister Makhdoom Hashim Jawan said that Lahore would become a major business hub in the coming days. Back on Punjab President Zafar Masood, LCCI President Mia Tariq Misbah and other office bearers also addressed the ceremony. The minister said that the government has collected 26 billion rupees from auction of plots in the Central Business District Lahore. The role of the LCCI has always been positive. It has always given good input, he said, adding that the private sector has an important role to play for economic growth. The government has a role of a facilitator. Without industrial development, economic prosperity is a distant dream, adding that sustainable measures have been taken for getting desired results. Masood said that the business community was the backbone of the economy. The Bank of Punjab is providing good banking products and services on priority to the business community. Misbah urged the government to take the business community on board while making trade and industry related decisions. Misbah urged the government to take the business community on board while making trade and industry related decisions. The government should help the business community cope with the challenges. The Lahore Judicial Magistrate summoned singer Misha Shafi in a case registered against her under the Cyber Crimes Act on the complaint of actor and singer Ali Zafar while issuing arrest warrants of Iffat Omar and Ali Gulpir. According to the report, all the accused named in the case did not appear before the magistrate on Tuesday. Actress Iffat Omar, Faizan Raza, Hasim Uz Zaman, Fariha Ayyub, and Leena Ghani had filed petitions seeking exemption from appearing in person. Almost all of them had applied to live and work in Karachi due to their permanent residence and said it was difficult for them to appear in court to every hearing. Actress Iffat had once applied for exemption in Karachi due to some personal compulsion. However, in a written order issued yesterday, Magistrate Yusuf Abdul Rahman rejected the reasons given by the accused and dismissed the petitions filed for permanent immunity. The magistrate also issued a bailable arrest warrant for Iffat and Ali Gulpir on October 6 for their non-appearance before the court. At the same time, the magistrate summoned singer Misha Shafi and Mahim Javed to appear in the next hearing through summons. Babar Azam went for facial therapy before the T20 match. Babar Azam was born on 15 October 1994. He is a Pakistani cricketer who has captained the country in all formats. Azam, a right-hand top-order batsman, is largely regarded as one of the best batsmen of his generation. He is the captain of Central Punjab in domestic cricket and plays for Karachi Kings in the Pakistan Super League. In April 2021, he was ranked first among ODI batsmen by the International Cricket Council. He was not chosen to participate in the Test series. Azam only scored 37 runs in the 2 ODI international matches he played during the series. Recently, Babar went for facial treatment for skincare purposes as it's not easy to play in dusty environment and run all over the pitch for fielding. Pakistan one-day international squad reached Islamabad to play their series against New Zealand. Upon arrival at the local hotel, the entire national squad went under their first COVID-19 testing. The players and coaching staff will remain in the isolation for a day. The squad will be allowed to continue with their training after the first day in isolation and negative COVID-19 results. However, New Zealand will reach Islamabad on 11 September to play the 3 ODIs and 5 T20 international against Pakistan. Former Pakistan captain Shahid Afridi termed the selection of the T20 squad as surprising. He said that if those players who deserve to be in the squad were added, then the squad would have been perfect. The selection committee has a big role in the team selection, said Afridi while addressing a press conference in Washington. One of the media people asked that why are there no superstars on Pakistan team. Afridi replied that superstars have to be made out of the players. Players having a potential need to be trained and polished can become superstars, said the veteran player. He further added the players would have to accumulate individual wins in order to become a superstar. While talking about the appointment of the new Pakistan Cricket Board, the former captain said that he has hopes that Ramiz Raja will change the board management and will improve it as he has been close to the sport for quite some time. He suggested that Ramiz should keep sincere and professional people close to him. The team will do most of the job than Ramiz, he added. I'm currently busy in welfare work, but let's see what happens, said Afridi when asked what he would do if PCB makes him an offer. Real Chand Nawab has listed his viral Karachi Se video as a non-fungible token for sale on the Foundation app. Almost every Bollywood fan has seen Bajrangi Bhaijaan and remembers its sequence not just because of Salman Khan, but also because of Nawazuddin Siddiqui's famous performance. He has made his viral Karachi Se video available for purchase as a non-fungible token via the Foundation app, a platform that assists digital producers in earning money through their digital work. The minimum bid for Chand Nawab's viral video is 20 Ethereum tokens or $63,604. Nawab wrote on the platform, I am Chand Nawab, a journalist and a reporter by profession. In 2008, a video of me surfaced on YouTube in which I fumbled while reporting Eid festival frenzy at a railway station. While reporting, my fumbling and constant irritation made this video viral, getting millions of views on YouTube and Facebook.
बोल ब्रीफ्स की वीडियो सबसे पहले देखने के लिए बोल ब्रीफ्स के चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें और बेल आइकन पर क्लिक करना ना भूलें।